Hello, everybody, and welcome in. I hope you are having a fantastic day today. We are going to be getting into some Stellaris again today. And in case you didn't notice from the title, uh, I am now officially numbering these streams just because I don't know how long campaigns are going to be anymore. um, what we're going to be doing today is our third attempt at trying to win a Prosperous Unification origin campaign. And we've been using one of the preset empires, the United Nations of Earth, just because I feel like, that's just the one to start with. And we have now lost twice, both to the same problem, which is fallen empires kicking our butts at random moments in the campaign. So, because of that, I have stopped titling campaigns. I think what I'm going to do is stop titling campaigns at least. After necessarily the factions and just focusing more on just trying to win on the origin. Welcome in, Desert. What's up, man? Unfortunately, both times we actually never claimed a system on their borders. What happened is I don't know if I'm pretty sure you weren't there for that desert, but uh, what happened was for the first campaign was two fallen empires went to war against each other, and then the entire galaxy got caught in the mix, and eventually, with me being on the front lines of that entire onslaught, eventually I fell to one of the empires, even though we fended off the first one. So the second campaign, however, was a empire that just decided to conquer half the galaxy. And yeah, ads, unfortunately. I am technically affiliate now, so ads are going to pop up. I'll wait till you're back to explain further on that desert. But so yeah, that is our main hope for today, is getting into another try at the United Nations campaign and just seeing what happens. So I think what I'm going to do for that is just reset all the settings to a default campaign, except change up the elliptical galaxy to the spiral galaxy, just so that we can sort of role play more of the Milky Way aspect to all this. Hey, Suan, welcome in, man. I hope you've been doing well. And Desert, I hope you've been doing well too. I don't think I mentioned that. I got caught off guard seeing you here because I normally see you on the YouTube side. So I'm just like, is that? Yes, it is Desert. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I messed with ads to sort of alleviate that problem, but I think I might have to go back in and reset them. So sorry about that, Desert, but it does support the stream, so I appreciate you sitting through that. Anyways, now that we're through ad hell, finishing off my explanation of our second loss for the campaign. We lost because one of the fallen empires took over half the galaxy, and I was just next on their list. And my ships just were not able to hold off the onslaught, and eventually they took Earth, and I just had to deal with it and start over. So, and also Desert, I hope you're doing well today. I forgot to mention that when you came in, because normally I see you on the YouTube side of things, and I was just like, is that really? Yeah, it is Desert, and I just had that reaction. So I hope you're doing well. And Suan, you just got off work? Well, that's good, man. And Desert, you just got off of work too. All right. I guess everyone's getting off work right now. So, which is good. Hopefully now you guys can just chill and relax. It's what I'm trying to do in this game, though we'll see if that happens. I actually don't know where Tuan is from. So if he does do overnights or not, I don't know. He'll answer that himself if he feels like it. But I do overnights. So I worked this morning. So I get off normally around 8, but I had to stay late because people don't do their jobs and I had to do their job, which is the most wonderful thing in the world to deal with. But yeah, so I am a bit tired, but I just drank a whole Mountain Dew Zero Baja Blast, and I think the caffeine's going to keep my heart going for a bit. So, well, that's good. I'm glad you don't do overnights to one. It is not something I recommend to people. It's just something that works out for me right now because it just helps me be available for things in my life a little bit more than just a normal day job or even closing shifts. But so yeah, that's the situation. And as I was explaining earlier in the stream, I've started numbering the streams now. And that's mainly because I wasn't doing that earlier for Stellaris. So since we're starting a new campaign and it's still the same freaking campaign that we're still trying to win, I just decided, why don't we just start numbering it now and just make it official? So that's where we're at on that. And I'm hoping today can just be the start of the campaign that we're finally going to beat Prosperous Origin on, because we're still not done with that origin after 3 tries. Anyways, that's the price we pay from learning the game. Let me go ahead and catch up with what you guys are saying in chat. Electrical maintenance. Got it. That's a job I could not do. Math is not my strong suit, and with electricity, that is definitely a requirement. Thanks, Desert. Hoping to do better. Yeah, definitely the extension of shifts is always annoying. Especially in my world, because it's not like I get paid that much more money for staying late. So it's kind of a big waste of time, in my opinion. So I just try to dip out early and get onto this as soon as possible so I can make this more of my job rather than my current job that I despise. But whatever. We're not going into that monologue right now either. Let me go ahead and transfer over into game capture so that I can show you guys what we're working on now. National code requirements. Okay, that makes sense. Because I've thought about going back to school for trade. But I haven't really gotten to a point of making a decision of what that's going to be, because on paper, something like plumbing or electrician or all these other trades similar to that would work, but it's also like, it's none of those jobs are things that work in my head as far as like, other than getting paid more money, it's really not an improvement on my life, really. And as much as more money is always tempting, it's really not something that I don't know. I'm still in the decision-making process of that, because I could go back to school. And I've been thinking about it more as society seems to want to collapse, and I just feel like having more of a skill set job would have a lot better security. Not that I don't have job security where I'm at. They will never fire me where I'm at. So I'm not overly worried about it, but it's just one of those things where, I don't know, I'm kind of rethinking my life's decisions right now. So need more folks. Electrician employment probably the highest demand. Okay. I mean, I kind of already knew that ahead of time of thinking about it, but more since now that I know more and more people in the industry are saying it, that's something I should probably invest in. But I don't know. I haven't made a decision about it yet. And it's mainly just because for me to go to school, I would have to stop doing this. And I care far more about doing this than going to school, since I hate school with I have such angst against education. It's not that I think education is bad or anything, but I personally despise how we do it. Hey, keep breathing 15. Welcome in. I hope you are having a fantastic day. You caught me in the middle of chatting. But yeah, I hope you're good. Welcome in. We are going to be gaming some Stellaris here shortly. I'm currently setting up the campaign. And yeah, but that's just where my mindset is at on that. I don't know what I'm doing next. And you know, as much prayer and meditation and just brainstorming about what to do next, I just haven't gotten an answer yet. So, because a lot of times when I deal with life decisions like that and I act upon it, they they sort of turn me right back to where I'm at right now. So it's just kind of like I'll just keep doing this. So, so it looks like Desert and Breathing know each other. It's awesome. I love it when chat starts actually chatting with themselves at the same time while watching stream. It's one of my favorite things when I'm in other people's streams to do. I'm not much of a chatter myself, too much when I'm in other people's streams because I'm usually working on other stuff than just watching the stream directly. But oh my gosh, we got a bot in. It's not even 20 minutes into the stream. Let me get rid of this guy. Let me just get you out of here. Boom, be gone. Jeez. Oy. That's good. It is one of my favorite things to see in chat, though. Just the community building is always wonderful. Anyways, though, before I keep talking for the next 20 minutes without doing anything, let's go ahead and view over what our campaign is going to look like. So we're doing more of a default campaign this time. Our last one was 1,000 systems, and that didn't help in any way. So going back to default, I think, would be wise for right now. And let's just take a gander at what all this is. Thanks, Desert. I'll do that in a minute. I want to get this campaign started before I get distracted with something else here. All right, so galaxy size is 600 stars systems. Galaxy shaped spiral, just because I kind of want to role play the Milky Way a little bit more. AI empires. We'll keep it at 9. Advanced AI starts 2. Fallen empires 2, which is just fine. I wish I could make that 0. But that's not really the point of why. The point of playing a campaign is to beat it. So if there's something blocking you, I have to figure out a way to get past that. Otherwise, there'll just be problems for future campaigns. Marauder Empires 2. Okay, just make sure I didn't accidentally change something there. Technology costs times 1. Tradition costs same. Habitable worlds times 1, which is always good. Thanks, Susan. I always appreciate the support, man. Also, when are you streaming next? Just so I have an idea of when I can pop in for you. Because if you guys, I haven't mentioned this, mainly just because, can I give a shout out? Let's see if I can do this properly. Yeah, we'll give Desert a shout out. But he mainly streams on YouTube, so if you guys want to check him out over there, I highly recommend. So, anyways, where was I at? Oh yeah, Habitable Worlds times 1. Pre-FTL Civilizations 1. Crisis Strength 1. Crisis Type. I actually will change this to all crisis types, because that's also something that we need to learn how to defeat. And the crises haven't really been a problem for me throughout this campaign. So I'm not worried about this. The Fallen Empires I'm far more worried about than the crises, weirdly enough. But I also haven't played all the crises yet. So if we manage to do well in the campaign and beat all of them, then we'll have an idea of what to do for the future with that. Mid-game start year, 2300. End game start year, 2400. And victory year is 2500. Scaling difficulty is off. We need to boost this to Ensign, which is just normal difficulty. So we'll keep that. Scaling difficulty off. Difficulty adjust AI modifiers off. Difficulty adjust technology costs normal. AI aggressiveness normal. And empire placement is random. Because we could do clusters, but that I almost every time I do clusters, I'm stuck in the middle of empires and I can't expand my territory without going to war. And unless I'm doing a specific faction for that, I don't want to play like that. Because we're not playing as a aggressive faction. We're playing more of like a stable shining city on a hill kind of thing. What was that? Okay, hyperlane density times 1, abandoned gateways times 1, wormhole pairs times 1, guaranteed habitable worlds 2, caravaneers on, L-gates on, Xeno compatibility on, and logistics growth ceiling 1.5 times, and growth required scaling 0.25 times. We will also be playing on Iron mode. Number one, because that unlocks achievements for us, but also it saves the game automatically. So if I crash for some reason, we didn't lose all of our progress. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and click play. All right, let me catch up with chat here if you guys got it. Oh, of course, Desert. I always want to support people who show support back. So anytime, man. And actually, now that I do have you here, let's go ahead and drop that in that Discord of yours. Where am I on this? Give me a quick second, guys. Gonna have to scroll through all of my servers right now. I should probably clean up my server list, to be honest. Anyways, so Cantina. Do you not have Desert? Do you not have a specific channel for self promos, or do you just want it in the general chat? Or am I just missing this entirely? I'm really tired, so I could just be dead blind and not seeing a channel for it. Unless it's a different server. Yeah, I'm not seeing the YouTube promotions. Sorry, man. Either I don't have permission for that, or we are in a different server entirely. Okay, I'll just do it in general. It's fine. Anyways. All right. Where are we at? Okay, we are at the beginning of the campaign now. Let's get into this. All right. So, origin for the United Nations of Earth, which we will probably just rename to the United Nations later on, because the United Nations of Earth is not a good name for an empire. Sorry, devs, but you really need to work on your naming schemes. Anyways, though, origin, prosperous communication. Much has happened since modern humans first emerged in Africa some 200,000 years ago. Our kind spread rapidly across most of the globe, and soon the first civilizations took form. Scientific progress has been swift, though not without cost. Wars claimed millions of lives even before the atom was tamed, and the turmoil of the 21st century saw the mandate of the United Nations gradually expand into an effort to create stability. By the early 22nd century, the supranational organization had become a de facto world government, though some will resent the power wielded by the UN, as evidenced during the Mediterranean, I can't pronounce that word right now, sorry guys, police action of 88. Few can deny the technological breakthroughs that have come out of its sponsored research programs. With the recent completion of the first true starships, mankind is about to embark on a new era of space exploration. All right, let us begin. So first things first, we need to finish up building in our home system. So for people who are new to the game, there are a few custom systems that you can play as depending upon your origin of your empire. And you can customize all this stuff too. It's not like you're limited, really. You can always pick the systems however you want. But this is a replica of our solar system. So every planet from Mercury to Uranus is on here. Unfortunately, they don't have Pluto because Pluto's not considered a planet anymore. You freaking eggheads, I despise that. However, I will get over my tangent of that for the moment and get into the game. So first things we have to do is finish up mining out our own system. So we got to build up mining sections for minerals, energy. We need to finish up building up some research posts. We can have a research post on Mars that we have to build up. And that's going to be our few turns with our construction ship. Next thing that we have to do is get our science ship with our science leader and scout out. So generally what we're going to want to do is do surveys around our immediate neighborhood. That way we can claim the systems and have a support for our empire as far as resources go, but also there should be habitable worlds within our direct neighborhood as given by the settings of the campaign. So finally someone who knows how to say Uranus like an adult. And respect for Pluto. Always, man. Remember Pluto, man. Remember what they did to it. Freaking class changing, and it's not a planet anymore. I don't buy that. Alright. We didn't vote for that, man. I don't like these eggheads changing our world without our consent. Anyways, though, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a science ship, and they're going to survey out our, on map at least, our nearest system, but not star. I think our closest system IRL is actually Alpha Centauri, and I'm assuming that's it over there. Because Alpha Centauri always has 3, is it 3 or 2 stars? I believe it's 3 stars. Because there's the 2 central stars, and then there's the red dwarf that's around it. Actually, that is a good point, Desert. Game audio is not on, so we'll get that going here. There we go. It's a common mistake of mine, and I will make it again in the future. And that's mainly because Stellaris is... Because Stellaris feels like given the nature of grand strategy games, like, I don't think of the sounds in it. So if game audio is ever muted, guys, just let me know, and I'll turn it right back on. So there's just something that happens. Like if I was playing like Elden Ring, the sound would definitely be on because I need that to enjoy the game. Whereas with strategy games, sometimes I forget just because it's not my thinking of how I enjoy it. So please, please let me know I'm messing up. It's the only way to improve things. So yeah, so we'll send out our science ship to survey Bernard Star, and we'll actually order them to survey this way, because I'm pretty sure this is Alpha Centauri, and that is a guaranteed terraformable world for this origin. So we're going to want to survey that system over there, and then we'll bring our science ship back to survey these systems here, so that we can focus on building up bottlenecks for our empire that we can defend our borders with. Because bottlenecks, or I guess choke points is a better way of saying it. That's going to be where we're going to be building our star bases. Because our star bases are how we defend our territories mainly, other than our fleets. But star bases are how we build our fleets anyway, so we need them. Anyways, though, so we'll send all those guys out to survey. We have our ships, and I will adjust our ship templates in just a second. We kind of have to finish up some preliminary stuff. So, picking research out, starting with engineering, what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and click afterburners, which increases the speed of our ships. Then we're going to hit up planetary unification, which will give us a unity boost, which is important earlier in the game. And then our science is... I'm always torn on this because you could improve your military early on, or you can improve your planets early on. At this stage in the game, I think I'll just click our planets improvement, because this allows us to build an energy grid, which gives us more energy credits, which is our currency in the game. So we'll go that route. Because we can get currency two ways, either by trade or by building up generators and energy management systems. So, anyways, that's all of our research picked out, and we should be ready to go on that. And I think one more thing that I will do is just go ahead and get the fleet design finished up here. What I've been doing for our star stations is that I've been sort of just having a mix of... I'm a very one design fits all philosophy for my ships and star bases. I might need to do a little bit of research on that, on how to avoid that being a potential problem for me. But for the most part, I find success in the game by having an all-around strategy. There's a saying for this, and I'm forgetting it right now, so I apologize, guys. We'll turn off auto-generated design, so that way we can actually save this on top of the template itself. One size fits all. That's the term. There we go. That's the saying. I'm a very one size fits all kind of person. So when I design ships, I try to just design it to suit whatever random needs we'll run into in the future. All right. No, you're good, Desert. I mean, you can ask whatever questions you want, man. But if you need to lurk, please do. All right, don't feel like you guys have to talk to me throughout this whole thing. This is a very lurker-friendly stream. All right, I'm going to be doing this whether people are talking to me or not. So, but yeah, if you have questions about the game, if you want me to check something out, just feel free to chat, man. And that goes for everybody, you know, just whatever you guys feel like. Alright, so now that we have the new template of our ships, we just have to upgrade them to that template, and then we should be ready to go. I've used up all of our resources that are available to us at the moment. And should be fine. I mean, fair, Desert. I mean, you're not wrong. But, you know, if you have a better, like, say, for instance, like, if you have a ship design that you know works better than what I've done, you know, you can let me know. But yeah, as far as, like, I haven't really made an official policy on that yet. As far as, like, back seating goes, I mainly care more about it just not being excessive when it comes to games like this. And as far as, like, story games, I would prefer people, like, keep comments to the absolute minimum about it. Mainly because I don't want spoilers for things. But in this particular game, I don't mind suggestions, but it's one of those things where it's like, let's not have that be every 5 seconds. And Desert, I know that's exactly what you mean, and I'm not trying to insinuate anything, obviously. I'm just saying that, like, for people coming in for the future, it's okay to be like, hey, maybe this would work. But if you're doing that multiple times, every single time I'm trying to do something, I'm going to consider that backseating, and then no. But if you have a legitimate recommendation, don't hold back. But I'll let you know when things are getting too much. And there we go. I just finished my Baja Blast. So, supposedly you can make Baja Blast at home. I saw a video on it, but I'd have to look that up again. Because I would like to make it at home if possible. Anyways, though, where are we at? So I think right now we are just going to advance time and see what happens. So the wonderful thing about the Sol system is that you're guaranteed specific systems around you as well. So Bernard Star will always be a system around you. Alpha Centauri will always be a system around you. Sirius is somewhere around here too. So like there's guaranteed systems. And it's just always nice knowing that with the Earth origin. Nuka-Cola Quantum. I actually have the Fallout cookbook. So I could technically whip that out and tell you guys the recipe, if you want. I know that's not the theme of the stream, like we do Fallouts on Fridays, but like, that could be, I legit could just whip it out and tell you right now. I'm also assuming it's in there, so I could be wrong on that, but... Alright. Tuon's giving me the nod. Let me pull it out. Let's see if I can find it. That's the real question. Where is it? I think I've only opened this book like a couple times. My bookshelf is literally right next to my desk, so I can easily whip it out. Here we go. Nuka-Cola Quantum, page 166. Where are we at? Here we go. Are you guys ready for the recipe?
Construction completed.
All right, let me pause the game while I do this. All right, so Nuka-Cola Quantum. Our original Nuka-Cola Quantum recipe needed a few more exotic, quote-unquote, ingredients, but as these are required for vault power and coolant operations, we've decided to include neon blue food dye in all kitchens instead. So ingredients are going to be 1 cup of water, 2 cups of sugar, zest and juice of 1 lemon, zest and juice of 1 lime, 2 tablespoons of fruit punch, 2 tablespoons of pomegranate juice, 1 teaspoon of citric acid, 5 drops of neon blue food dye. How to make Nuka-Cola Quantum syrup. Combine the water, sugar, lemon zest, lime zest, fruit punch, and pomegranate juice into a medium saucepan and place over medium-high heat. Whisk until the sugar has dissolved and then bring to a boil. Reduce the heat to low and simmer for 10 minutes. Remove the heat and strain into an airtight container. Add the lime and lemon juice. Mix in the citric acid and food dye. Once cooled, cover and store in refrigerator for at least 12 hours and up to 2 weeks. That's weirdly specific. To make ice cold glass of Nuka-Cola Quantum, combine 1 cup seltzer water, ice, and 9 tablespoons of Nuka-Cola Quantum syrup, then stir together. And that's all the information I have on that. Yep, that's it. So, I know that wasn't what I was expecting to do today, but we did it. And if you guys want any other recipes, I have the book. Noted and saved. And you guys can always watch back on stream. I upload this to YouTube afterwards. So if you guys are ever needing, like, what did he say? It's right on the YouTube. Gotta get that self promo in there. All right. Anyways, so we were constructing our stuff over in Seoul. Just to make sure, 2 cups of sugar. I believe so. Yes. Let me whip it back out, but I believe that's what it said. Cough drops and sticky fingers with love, not to linger. Yep, 2 cups of sugar. You can probably replace that with whatever sugar replacement you want, like stevia or monk fruit sweetener. It'll probably work the same way. 1 cup of water, it says. It's the 2 cups for sugar. So, anyways. That's going to be enough of that, though, I think. We can talk about that stuff more on actual Fallout Fridays. I don't want to answer that question, Tuan. I have an answer, but I don't want to give it right now. All right. Where were we at? So we just finished, once that research station is done in Seoul, Seoul will be completely done in its system building until we get habitats. Or megastructures, I should say, in general. Those are actually palmetto bugs, Desert, and those guys are just as annoying as actual rad roaches. I should know. And they do fly, but when they're in your home, they don't. It's kind of weird. At least for me, they don't. You see, yeah, Tuan, I have the same thing where it's like they don't fly indoors, and I don't get it. I've seen them like jump with their wings, but they don't like outright fly, and I don't understand why. Like they have the ability, they just lack the will to do it, and I don't get it. Maybe it's just like the environmental change makes them feel like they don't need to. But yeah, palmetto bugs, ooh. I don't want to say they're more, like, they're not more annoying than normal cockroaches. It's just when you live in a swamp, they're everywhere. Oh no, like they're definitely roaches, but they're like as very. All right, now I've got to now I've got to Google if palmetto bugs are still considered roaches. Oh, 2 T's. So, a palmetto bug is a Florida woods cockroach. So they are cockroaches. They just fly. So, but I personally make the distinction because regular roaches are not too much of a different experience to deal with, but palmetto bugs are kind of their own thing from my experience. Oh, I know they fly in Puerto Rico. One of my best friends is Puerto Rican, and he tells me. So, and I don't know, and again, like, I don't know if that's just a climate thing, but I've never seen them fly indoors. So. Element surprise of surprise. Okay. That's fun. All right. Back to the campaign. So Seoul is built out now. We have to focus on building Earth now. But we do need to focus on clearing our blockers so we can build more districts. So we'll go ahead and devote the funds to that. Actually, scratch Destroy Wasteland. We can get rid of Sprawling Slums last. That'll be fine. Alright, advanced time. Bernard Star is... This will be a solid habitat planet. Hopefully there's a terraformable planet here. That would be nice.
Situation log.
Wind and natural predators. Are we not natural predators to them? Do we not squish them when they're in our homes? I don't understand. Okay, so here we are. The Voltium Star Assembly. We have recovered artifacts of an ancient alien civilization on Bernard Star 1. They must have been active in this region of space from approximately 12 million years ago. Judging by the age of the artifacts, from what they have been able to piece together, our scientists theorize that these aliens who call themselves the Voltium Star Assembly were worm-like annelids, roughly 3 to 4 meters in length, that communicated with each other primarily through vibrations carried along their segmented bodies. Segmented bodies. Okay. So, it's a good thing we were already talking about bugs, because here we are, talking about bugs. We house them more than anything. 20 to 30 to 1. That makes sense. Yeah, so Desert, there's a lot of stuff like this in Stellaris. So a better way of saying what Stellaris is that it's a sci-fi fantasy strategy game. It's not really sci-fi in the traditional sense. Because there's magic, there's space life forms, spaceborne life forms, and there's stuff like this. So, because they needed to make a game like this interesting, and it's sort of like a better way of thinking about it is like this is the devs' version of Star Trek, basically. And the funny thing is that these developers actually did make a Star Trek game after this game came out, so it's basically their version of Star Trek. Oh, you played the console version? I am sorry. Console, I have a big policy of not playing strategy games on console. I just don't like not having a mouse for it, because controller and strategy games don't click in my head. Same thing with like first-person shooters. I can only play really first-person shooters with a controller. I despise using keyboard and mouse. It does not feel normal to me. So, yeah, I actually have all the DLC. So anything that you're interested in seeing, you will see it in this campaign. There is another DLC that the devs announced for Stellaris. It's like Cosmic Storms or something like that. I haven't looked into it yet just because it wasn't going to be relevant for this campaign anyway. But it is... It might be coming out this month or next month. Potentially. I could be dead wrong on that, but they wouldn't be announcing it unless it was nearby. So... Yeah, Civ 6 is Civilization in general is probably the only strategy game I can play on console, because with how it's set up, it feels weirdly natural to me on that front. Because I actually played Civilization Revolution. I think that was a PS3 game. And I had a decent time with that. I think just because it's more turn-based, it was easier. Because playing like real-time strategy games on console really messes with my head, and I don't do that. I don't do that. I will always play PC for that. Anyways, so we have Voltrum Star Assembly that we can now research. We also have our first tradition we can hit. My recommendation generally for campaigns is always adaptability tradition and then unyielding tradition. Those are the two I always go for, because especially unyielding, it always gives you the most amount of star bases, and the more star bases you have, the better off I think you'll be. Oh yeah, I don't think it was a great Civilization game. I'm just saying that's the only one I played on console. I didn't care for it too much, personally. I definitely think Civ 5 was probably the most time I've put into a Civ game. Beyond Earth was actually an interesting Civ game. I just thought that, like, the novelty of it wore off real quick, if that makes any sense. So, like, after I played through, like, a couple campaigns of Beyond Earth, I was just kind of done with it and haven't really touched it since. Yeah, too long. Anyways, but the tradition I'm going to pick first is going to be adaptability. And that's only because it's just, number one, it gives me an extra build slot for my cities. The only way of getting that is to actually pick the civic functional architecture. So it gives you a free city slot. But on top of that, it just helps with adaptability for not only your founding species, but any other species that enter your empire. It helps with their adaptability as well. So for a campaign like what we're doing, that's going to be useful, because we're going to be having other species migrating into our empire in the future. Well, the playstyles change depending on what you're trying to go for, too. So, like, we're playing the United Nations of Earth, and that's primarily a peaceful faction. So I kind of want to be picking stuff that's going to be useful for that specific goal. But if I was playing something like the Commonwealth of Man, I would be going I would probably be starting with defense first and then focusing on supremacy afterwards, just to make sure that our borders were good, and then that way we can start going to war with our neighbors as soon as possible. Alright, anyways, we're still surveying. It's been an hour in stream and we still haven't even claimed a planet yet, or claimed another system yet. Contact report, remnants. Human xenologists are particularly falling over themselves to publish their takes on the recent findings of alien life. This fervor stormed in the scientific community has had some negative yet temporary impact on the pursuits in other fields. Remarkable. Oh, great! It's another bot. Let me go ahead and ban you, boy. Because I don't want to deal with you. Boy. Anyways, where were we at? First, contact protocols. Our recent encounter with alien lifeforms has reignited and made suddenly more urgent the old debates on how we should approach contacting any potentially intelligent alien civilizations we may meet. While some advocate focusing on establishing friendly relations as quickly as possible, contacting them with a message of peace, others advise caution, pointing out that we cannot know whether alien minds bear ill intent towards us, and that it would be unwise to let them know too much about us before it is necessary. So yes, definitely not going all hugs and kisses here with aliens, but it'll be wise for us to be cautious, because we are technically a xenophile empire, but we're not like fanatic xenophiles. We want to make sure our people are also kept safe, so it's wise to be cautious.
Blocker cleared.
All right, we cleared our first blocker, which means we probably will have the funds,
Completed.
to take out our second blocker, or third blocker, I should say. And actually, we can start moving our construction ship over to claim that system. Because once we claim the system, we can actually take a look if there's any habitable worlds in here automatically once that starbase is built. Because it'll increase the sensor range.
System survey concluded.
Bob Ross emote. I follow him too. I love Bob Ross painting. I actually was going to take up painting, but I'm still living with my family right now, and it's just wiser not to do that because I don't want to cause potential problems with paint splatter on walls. So I'm waiting till I can get my own place to do that in my life. But with how the housing market is, we are kind of screwed on that at the moment. Anyways, so our construction ship is in Bernard Star. We'll go ahead and claim that system and build it up. Because at the very least, Bernard Star is going to be a good place for a future habitat. So that'll be fun. Probably like right there around the gas giant. I like building habitats around gas giants. I just think that's a cool aesthetic. I'm hoping this is a good resource system. That'll be good. And on top of that, with habitats comes major and minor nodes, which increases the resources of any system that we're in.
Construction completed.
So that's always good. Oh, good. It's the Sirius system. And it has basically a second Earth. It's a bit smaller than Earth, but basically a second Earth with a whole moon around it too. Let's pause again. We got some stuff we gotta click up. I love the joy of painting. It's wonderful. It's very relaxing to watch. I used to actually have him watch Bob Ross because they stream him on Twitch too, which is funny enough. But actually watch him while I do channel work and writings and everything. It's just nice to have him in the background. Rest in peace, Bob Ross. Alright, so we had infinite opportunities. What we'll do next is evolving a society. We'll increase our unity and then make it easier to get leaders for the future and traditions. So that's always important. Then we have environmental diversification, which I will pick next, which gives us a plus 10% habitability, which is important because that makes all of our worlds easier to claim or to colonize. So that basically turns this continental world from like a 90 to 80% habitability to 100. Wasn't he actually a pilot? I think Bob Ross was a combat pilot. I'm not saying he wasn't a drill sergeant, but I'm pretty sure that was his main stay in the Navy. Was Air Force.
We have detected an anomaly.
Again, I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Interference. Shim systems are picking up an unexplained pattern of interference in the remnant system. Research time 120 days. So I'm kind of split on how to deal with anomalies, because on one hand I need to claim systems as fast as possible, but on the other, the sooner anomalies are researched, the better your systems are going to be. Air Force Sergeant, okay. That's what it was. Kind of interesting how you still have the same ranks in the Air Force, even though like it's a very different system of operations. I don't know. I feel like I personally would. Something that I've worked with on world building before is different branches of the military actually have different ranks to go off of. And I always thought that would make things a little bit too confusing for people, but to some point I actually think it makes a lot of sense that like an airman would be called something different than an infantryman. Like I feel like that would be necessary, just like, you know, I don't know. I'm rambling about stuff that's not relevant to the stream. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is that we'll research this anomaly, but I think I will go ahead and get another science ship built, because I kind of want to do both at the same time. And by the time that science ship will be around, we should have enough unity to get a scientist for it. But cool.
Construction completed.
We have a habitable world we will get to in the Sirius system. Cough drops and sticky fingers. That song's gonna be stuck in my head all day now. Habitable world survey. We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Earth. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable life-bearing worlds. A commendable initiative. Very commendable initiative. Sonified science. The UNS Pioneer crew has succeeded in isolating a signal embedded within the unusual pattern of interference in the Romanux system. The signal is a song, a complex sonification of an advanced mathematical equation, to be precise, and one that science officer Yoshinobu Goto cannot seem to get out of their head. Who or what may have composed this song remains unknown, though its complexity infers an incredible level of technological sophistication regarding subspace harmonics. The signal's geodesics suggest a point of origin from outside our galaxy. Okay, that is interesting. All right, so now we should probably build up some civilian industries because we have an unemployment problem now. But also, we only are making one consumer good every month, so we should probably build that up. That'll solve the unemployment problem. Which is something that our leaders still cannot do to this day. Alright, level up. We'll just hit another 2 on the eye for talent, which will help things.
We have detected an anomaly.
Whoa, 720, we will definitely leave that aside. Signs of precursor activity. There are signs of activity of ancient precursor civilizations on this inhospitable rock. Leave B for now. Because now we can get another scientist coming in. I prefer recruiting as young as possible. Unless there's like a very specific trait that they have. So like if we have an archaeologist, I'll probably recruit that over the youngest officer. Because like architectural interest, that's useless to me as a scientist. So I'll probably just hit the archaeologist. And then we can send this guy on anomaly researches. And just have him go in on that. Because once we're done surveying our immediate neighborhood, I'll probably build up another science ship to explore this part of the galaxy, our galactic northwest, and then we'll keep this other science ship exploring the galactic southeast. And just have them keep going until we can't go anymore. Alright, let's advance time. Our leaders can upgrade themselves. Eye for talent as well. Do that. That guy's going to check that out. And boom. I don't have enough to build up anything left.
System survey concluded.
Excellent. Our construction ship just arrived. At least our home system is in a defensible area. We'll improve carefulness. Architectural interest will be better for a governor. Shusu will help us build our buildings faster. Anyways. Seavis, that's the name of the system. Alright. Oh my gosh, thanks, Desert. I appreciate the 100 bits.
Construction completed.
I think that's actually our first 100 bits for the channel. I could be wrong on that. I've been saying that a lot today, too. But yeah, appreciate the support, man. Actually, now that I'm thinking about maybe maybe Tuon or somebody else got the first bits. Can't remember right now. Anyways, regardless, thank you, Desert, for your support. Greatly appreciated. Definitely will go to help improving things. I've been saving up the money from streams. I haven't been using it because I want to use the money that I get to improve the channel first before I really start taking anything from that. I'm currently deciding what to use funds for. So, like, I don't know if I'm building a PC this year or not, but definitely things like PNG assets and potentially even commissioning somebody for a much better video edit, that sort of thing. So all the support helps, guys. So I'm very deeply appreciative of it. Signs of precursor activity. Again, we will leave that be for now. Cough drops and sticky fingers, late nights. I know you linger. Alright, we have another tradition. I will definitely be picking adaptive ecology. That will give us another free building slot for our home system. Oh, wow, we have another habitable world. Here we go. Rodan. Okay. Ocean worlds. Decent size. That's good. That always helps. And then we'll move this guy over. We have to get to Alpha Centauri. I'm pretty sure that's it there. Yeah, late nights and sticky fingers. Let me get that song out of my head. Okay, so I have just enough districts to build out the rest of our cities, so that's fine. I think what we're going to do next is build a hollow theater for our amenities, because the more we're going to be building up, the more people are going to be needing some accommodations. So we'll do that, and then after that, I think what we'll do is build up an ally foundry, so we can start really focusing on building up our fleets and other stuff.
System survey concluded.
Archaeological site discovered. That's good. Moon bump? Okay. Even with the naked eye, it's easy to see something highly irregular in the shape of Sahovis 3. The smooth curvature of the surface is suddenly interrupted by a gigantic spherical bump. At some point, a moon or a large asteroid collided with the planet, but must have done so in a fairly delicate manner, merely lodging itself in the planet's crust rather than rendering it asunder. Interesting. By the way, we need to claim the system if we want to research that. So, we'll claim it. In advance time. There we go. Look at that. We have 2 all ready to go habitable worlds. One's size 22. Man, that is fantastic. And one's 13. We can make that into like a research world or something. Every planet is useful, but not every planet is equal. 22, that's great. And the wonderful part is Alpha Centauri B is terraformable.
Completed.
So this is technically a 3-planet system. And once you add a habitat on top of that, bam, is it already one of the best systems in the whole game.
We have detected an anomaly.
Stasis. Proxima Centauri's B, particular orbit around its red dwarf star, renders the planet tidally locked and potentially worthy of further investigation. Yep, research that. Get it done, boys. Build up a energy mine. This is a solid start. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we already have 4 potential colonies right out of the gate. And potentially 5 planets just in our direct neighborhood that we can utilize for the future. Our Proxima Centauri B, as long as we humans have been able to look to the stars for new homes, Proxima Centauri B has been a naive dream, a place we would look to with optimism, a new home. Sadly, our telescopes got better. We realized that the planet would probably be a tidally locked, frozen hellscape, a theory which we have confirmed today. There is hope, however. This world has all the building blocks necessary for a habitable planet. It might just need a slight push. Thank you for inspiring us, Proxima Centauri B. Climate restoration technology, that's what we need. Alright, and we have another tradition to get. Appropriation. Settlement cost minus 50%.
Completed.
Hoorah. Cough drops and sticky fingers. Late nights. Alright, I still need more minerals. I'm kind of saving my credits for the moment, so I'm not really needing to buy something. Because we're not really ready to start a whole new colony quite yet. I want to get Sol finished up, or Earth, I should say, finished building. And then we'll start colonizing from Sirius to Rodan to Alpha Centauri. We'll just have like a massive migration push. I'm kind of worried to do that though, because that's kind of building too big too soon. And we won't have the resources or the population to maintain that. That guy's almost done researching that. Alright, cool. We have enough minerals now. Let's build an alloy foundry. Hoorah. I should probably actually build a starbase over here. We'll go ahead and cook that up. And have that be a thing. Alright, a Voltium mining base. Remnants of a small Voltium helium-3 mining base have been found at the bottom of a large crater on Romanox 2. The blast that created the crater seems to have originated from inside the facility itself, unless Vulture mining techniques were radically different from our own, and equipment failure or accidental cannot account for such a massive explosion. Fascinating.
Situation log has been updated.
Okay, I guess there's another thing we could research here. Mining base, 180 days. Okay. That is solid. I am getting loopy. I am tired. I think some of that caffeine is wearing off now. Oh, I didn't know how long I was going to go today for stream anyway. I'm actually kind of half thinking to, like, take a nap, get up, and then stream again later today. Since I'm not really doing anything else today. But, I don't know. I'm kind of craving some Minecraft, to be honest, so that might be a Minecraft stream if I decide to do that. Probably just a creative thing. I don't think I'm ready for full-on Minecraft yet.
A special project has concluded.
Archaeological project complete. Miraculously, we managed to salvage parts of a Voltrum data core that had been blown clear of the crater of the planet. Most of the data was corrupt, but our scientists did manage to properly translate the Korga, the basic Voltrum time units. Korga, okay. An interesting find. Alright, we'll have this guy excavate that site there. We can upgrade him too, so we'll give him Archaeologist 2, which will help that excavation. And then I think it's time we build up another science ship.
Construction completed.
Excellent, we have another starbase. So we'll build that up. And I think we'll build another small fleet over here as well. And get that going.
System survey concluded.
Definitely Roamer. I don't want him to be a bomb fishing. Signs of precursor activity. We'll leave that be for now. Alright, let's get... There's really no good ones here, so we'll just go for the youngest. Mindy Tipton. And then we'll send her out this way to survey Sirius. And then survey Rodan, and then we'll get her to survey this choke point over here. And then just send her on her way to this portion of the galaxy. Build that outpost up. Actually, you know what? Survey this system first, and then survey the outer corners. And then we'll get him to survey these 3 systems over here. And then we'll consider him done. I should honestly start building a colony ship as well, since Sirius is about to be claimed.
Construction completed.
Actually, we need to get a construction ship over there as well. So we'll build another construction ship. Then the colony ship. Alright. I think while we wait, what we could do is just look over the species. So, obviously our founding species is human. They have a continental preference, which showcases all that.
We have detected an anomaly.
Really? 36 pops? Interesting. Signs of precursor activity, leave for now. They are adaptive, which gives us a 10% habitability for all planets. They are nomadic, which population growth from immigration is plus 15%, and resettlement cost is minus 25, so it's really easy to move our guys around. And then the other trait is wasteful. Pop consumer goods upkeep is plus 10%, which is not that big of a deal, to be honest. So, yeah, that's our species. Ugh. Oh yeah, I am definitely crashing. Jeez.
Construction completed.
Hoorah. Hold on. I guess we didn't survey this
Research
system.
concluded.
That's weird. Research complete. Planetary unification. Awesome. Bioreactor.
Construction
You know what?
completed.
That might be useful. Because I'm hoping what we can do is turn Alpha Centauri 4. No, that's not going to be a farm world. Yeah, that's not going to be a farm world either. Where's... Will Sirius be a farm world? I really hope so. No, it's not. Crap. And it's low gravity. Also crap. Adopt tradition. Enhance recycling. Alright. All upkeep on those resources are reduced by 15%. Yep. We shall do that. Anyways, we can go ahead and build up another small fleet. Get that going for now. Because the more fleets we have, the more influence we gain as well. So it's not a bad idea to just go ahead and start pre-building. Spycrafts. Honestly, we're not going to be needing spycraft right now.
System survey concluded.
Logistics understanding. That would be better for us, I think. Alright, cool. We have Sirius. Come on, Rodan. Be the planet I need you to be.
Research
Be the
concluded.
aggro world. Alright, cool. We have afterburners now, which is awesome. Exopowered skeletons we'll choose next, because that opens up robotics to us. Not that I necessarily need robotics, because,
System
maybe we
survey
will.
concluded.
Because if I can get researched enough, then the population won't be a problem, because we can build
Construction
habitat. We'll have the research for habitats built up. At least that's my hope. Archaeological site pending. Alright, we'll pause time. Dead center. Preliminary excavations indicate that the celestial object came straight down on top of a sprawling city. At the time of the impact, inhabitants were at a technological level on par with early spaceflight, as Zehovius 3 currently does not sustain any sapient species. It is reasonable to assume the event was the beginning of the end of this civilization. It is unclear whether the giant rock landed smack on top of the city by design, or if it was just a bizarre, catastrophic accident. Keep digging. There's no accidents. There are no accidents.
We have
We'll build those
detected
guys
an
up.
anomaly.
Megaflora. Yeah, research. Alright, this can be a decent aggro world. Predatory plants. Ooh. That's kind of scary. But features. Okay. Yeah, we can definitely turn this into an aggro world. So that's useful. Encounter and Hontor. Interesting. First con. Alright, there's multiple contacts. Contact report. Enigmatic spacefarers. The United Nations of Earth has finally encountered fellow wanderers among the stars. Despite their intentions being unknown and potentially even hostile, the atmosphere of Earth following the report from our contact fleet can be best described as rapturous. I would have used a different word there, personally. Alright, so we have 3 civilizations we're in contact with. That is interesting. Fortunately, we have enough envoys to do all this at once. But that's going to be about it. We can't research any new ones until these are done. Okay, looks like it's just a science ship, and avian at that, so that's interesting. We need to claim, then what I think we're going to do, we're going to need to claim Rodan as soon as possible, and then we need to claim this system over here as soon as possible. That way we have a choke point that these guys cannot enter in from. Or enter further in from, I should say. Right, we'll just let that stuff cook, though. Alright, we have a predatory plant life. Science officer Mindy Tipton has made some troubling finds on Rodon 3. The plant's megaphore is not only widespread and gargantuan in proportion, but also predatory. Various species of carnivorous plants rest potentially on its surface, releasing aroma lures into the air and waiting for prey to come near. Sensitive tendrils on the terminus of the plant's leaves registers the approach of animals, resulting in the plant snapping shut around their hapless prey, which are left to be slowly corroded by digestive acids. It's basically one giant Venus flytrap then, alright. Maintainment warns that any future colonists will have to steer clear of these predatory plants as they appear more than capable of trapping a lone adult human. Disconcerting. But we need a habitat. Habitate it? We need to colonize it, is what I'm trying to say, but I was thinking there was another word I could use. Not even thinking I'm wrong using it, but that doesn't sound right to me. Need tip on, perfectionist, yep. Election, Dolores will win. Not an issue there. Oh, we have another habitable world in this. Alright, it's Alpine, that's fine. Not the biggest of deals. We can terraform it later. Alright. Sirius is going to be completely built. And actually, we can go ahead and start sending our colonists this way. Sirius, we'll just call it Sirius Prime for now, and we'll rename it once we actually have a planetary capital for it. We have caught near sight, neither sight nor sound of tinges. Okay, keep searching. We'll just let those guys cook on their contacts. Leave B for now. We'll leave all anomalies B for now until I have more of a solid situation. So readings on this planet do not match simulated projections. That's fine. That is indeed fine. Ba-ba-bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Ruler elected, Dolores Mwanga will continue to be
System
our
survey
president.
concluded.
Alright, cool. Claim it. Because even if we don't get this system, if we can claim this, at least we have a choke point. Although, if it turns out that all these
Knowledge is
empires
the
are
key
blocking our
to the
borders, then we'll
universe.
just abandon surveying that direction entirely. Alright, cool. We'll increase survey speed next. We'll research that technology. Oh, it looks like they're about to claim the system. Crap.
Colony establishment has begun.
First human colony. Our colony ship has gently touched down on the mouth of a large river delta on one of the several continents that can be found on Sirius Prime. This temperate forest region will serve as an ideal first landing site. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former ship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark into large numbers, the first human city on an alien world. A great day for the United Nations of Earth. Ruh. Yeah, they've claimed the system. We've lost it. That's
System
fine.
survey concluded.
Toxic terraforming candidate discovered. Our detailed survey of Weyu 2 has revealed that although it is currently unsustainable for life due to noxious gases present in its atmosphere, it is capable of sustaining a hospitable atmosphere through a concerted effort. We may be able to break the planet's toxins down into less lethal compounds. Terraforming this planet would theoretically be possible, but we do not yet possess the means to accomplish this monumental task within a realistic time frame. Fascinating. Alright. Mistaken identification. It seems our linguists have suffered a major setback in their attempts at codifying the language used by the sprites. Unfortunately, what they have taken to be the language quite simply was not a language. In her report, Envoy Cezanne Ana Wutuegu, I think that's how you pronounce that, states that after days of investigating the matter from every angle, the linguists finally concluded that it was in fact probably an attempt at music. Alright. An unfortunate error. We'll do unyielding for this commander. Oh, that reminds me, we also need a admiral for these guys. So I think for this one we really will pick the youngest. And she's got a decent one, unyielding. So we'll pick her. We'll pick Admiral Perez as that. Build that starbase up over there next, so at least we have choke points in all of our territory. Our direct territory, I should say. Oh, there's another habitable world here. Awesome. And it's an ocean world. That is also awesome.
Construction completed.
That is most excellent. Moon bump. Our archaeologists working on Sevenus 3 have reached a highly unstable section of the ruins. Several archaeologists were recently killed when a ceiling collapsed on them. Takumi Shimizu emerged unscathed from the debris, but work at the site has been momentarily halted. This will cause delays. That's fine, though. Things take time, and I'd rather them be safer than losing people. Yeah, these guys, we don't need to worry about surveying these systems. Go ahead and move her over here, and then she can start surveying this stuff. And get to another choke point over here. Potentially. Looks like this is sectioned off, so we don't really need to worry about that. I would rather get these systems researched and claimed ASAP after he's done with that. Alright, we'll advance time now. Alright, which is... Okay, whatever, we'll just let them go. Kind of don't care to read all the text of that.
Construction completed.
It's not that interesting, even if I did. Alright, we'll build all the mining outposts for that. And
Anomalous
just continue
readings
working on
registered.
stuff.
Construction completed.
Architectural interest. I think what I'll do now is just buy some minerals, and then we can just start expanding Earth more with city districts. And just let that cook. Ugh, man, I'm sorry guys, I am crashing more and more by the second. Might end the stream at 2 hours, potentially. Yeah, definitely taking a nap after this. It's just been a long weekend. I was on vacation, and as a whole, that's wonderful, but when you're on vacation and you work overnights, you get back to a normal sleep schedule like everyone else, and then you have to go back to work on overnights, and it totally wrecks you. And that's where I'm at right now. It's not as bad as it was the last couple of days. I think I'm acclimating back to it now. But definitely not feeling 100% energetic at the moment. So we will definitely... I think once we hit the 2 hour mark, that I might just call stream on that and raid into somebody who I hope is on. But at the very least, we have a good start for the campaign today. Sprites, whatever. I'm not reading all that right now. It's just not of interest to me. I like reading the reports and the findings of the archaeological sites far more.
Construction completed.
We'll go ahead and move our construction ship north there. And we need more influence to start claiming systems. But honestly, we don't need to worry about influence on these two sectors here. Because literally no one can get to it. We have the choke point. So there's no other empire that can come in and even survey this without our permission. So that's fortunate. Alarian society encountered. That's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping that this planet would be clear. We have detected the presence of a pre-FTL alien civilization on Erismondan 3. I think that's how you say that. In the Erismondan system. They have advanced into the equivalent of an Iron Age and are divided into numerous petty kingdoms and empires. Their species has spread across almost the entire surface of the planet. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more closely. Interesting. Yep, definitely study them more closely. That'll give us extra research boost for that particular system. Yeah, these are nothing but government trades. I don't care. We'll make him a celebrity. Why not?
Concluded.
Sprites, unfortunate. Yeah, but I don't need to worry too much about surveying these right now. we'll finish up our inside borders. Sirius is coming along, though. I feel like what we can do is upgrade this starbase and get a third small fleet going. And then we can just build up our fleets slowly as we go along. Archaeological site is finished. Alright, let's go there. Check it out. Moon bump. Tunneling to the center of the impact zone, it soon became evident how the giant space rock crashed onto the city. The locality had been the anchor point of a surface-to-orbit tether, a space elevator leading from the planet all the way to the small moon. Due to some accident or severe miscalculation done by the engineering department, the tether pulled the space rock too hard, upsetting the centrifugal forces and shifting the moon to just inside the gravity well. With gravity now the enemy, even the super dense megastructure of the space elevator could only slow the moon's descent, not stop it. Mechanically, inexorably, the rock came crashing down on the helpless city below. That's unfortunate. And an entire civilization was lost to that. Poor guys. But that does free up our scientist now, so we can actually auto him to investigate anomalies and all this other stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. I do like the fact that we're on the edge of the galaxy too, because that's far more canonical to where we are in our own Milky Way. I forget the exact estimates of where they say that we are, but I think they say that we're closer. That we're pretty close to right here. I think Alpha Centauri would be a better estimate of where we are, because we're like right from the edge of the spiral to the start of the next one, that area. And we're more closer in than I think on the edge of the galaxy. And we're still having first contact problems. Alright, let's advance time. Get all that going. Alright, we can build another structure on Earth. Let's go ahead and build an energy grid. And once that's done building, we can expand the cities to another city district. So, slowly building. My main priority is to get a research, or I guess a tech world is what it's technically called, but a research world going here soon. I think that's what I'm going to turn Alpha Centauri 3 into. Because it's smaller, I feel like just making that a straight up tech world would be more beneficial. Survival of the fittest. This gives us orbital bombardment damage minus 25%, while defensive army damage plus 25. So that does help in defense, so that's good. We also get our first Ascension perk. And I think what I'm going to do here is get Technological Ascendancy, which gives us a research speed of plus 10%. And then opens up rare technologies to us. So like habitats is easier to get with this Ascension perk. And I think we'll go ahead and do that. Because I have the sneaking suspicion that we don't need to focus too much on expansion, because if there are already like 3 empires potentially here, I can't move any more this way, so we're only expanding this direction. So I'm hoping is that we can take up the rest of this spiral, and then also start advancing into the inner part of the galaxy and these systems here, which is sort of the bridge to the other spiral. So, but yeah, Tuan, I saw your emote. Nox definitely has fun emotes. I'm hoping to do the same here soon. I gotta finish up my character design. Because I kept going back and forth in what I was wanting. So, like, did I want a character design that I could modify for specific games? Because if I want that, then I'll just keep the one that I have. Or did I want a more general design that I'll just use constantly and not devote more money to commissions for? I don't know yet. Still working on that. Potentially for the future, though. Because I think I'll keep this model for more IRL stuff in the future. Like when I'm doing like an editing stream or something. And then have the new PNG model for actual like gaming streams. Don't know what to do with that yet, though. Anyways, we were advancing time. I should be able to build the outpost. Get that going. There's a lot of minerals at this system, so I want to get to that as soon as possible. So what kind of planet can I turn Sirius into? It really just looks like I can turn it into a industrial district. A whole bunch.
A new world has been colonized.
And as we're looking at it, we've got the colony outright. First things first, we will get research labs built. Strategic resource discovered, volatile motes. Okay, that's fine.
Construction completed.
All right, and that research lab should be enough for right now until our population builds on the planet. And we have our third star station,
System
star
survey
base.
concluded.
Got crew quarters there. And once that shipyard is built, we'll build out another fleet. And then 3 fleets should be enough for right now. We'll just keep adding ships to them as time goes on. Looks like we found another habitable world. Let's take a look. It looks like it's another alpine.
Council agenda ready.
Oh, it's a tundra world. Okay, that's not bad. And now we will focus on expanding the council as our next governmental action. Anyways, let's take a look at Sirius. So maybe we should make Sirius into a tech world instead. And just supplement it with like some energy. Maybe we can do that. And we can make Alpha Centauri 3 into an energy planet, a generator world. That might be dope. Also that also depends upon our mining situation, our mineral situation at the time. Contact advances. They're receptive, which means they're either peaceful or xenophile. So that's good. Especially as neighbors, that would be good. If they're just peaceful, that means we legit never have to worry about them attacking us. Alright, and I think what else we could do here is probably just build up a stronghold. I kind of will go ahead and just buy the minerals for that now. We'll build up a stronghold. And then this planet should be fine for population just for a little bit while we focus on other things. Yeah, we can turn Rodan into an aggro world. Alright, unless we can find a better one. Because if this is going to be an aggro world, I need to know that as soon as possible. So we can start colonizing and building it up. And that's mainly because I like having at least one world for each major resource. Because that's just more strategic in my thinking. Oh, these guys are receptive as well, which is good. But there are also necromorphs, so that's going to be interesting dynamic there.
Anomalous readings registered.
Yes, registered. We'll leave that be for now. We have our other scientists researching stuff, so best to let him cook, you know? Let's go ahead and build up this system.
Construction completed.
Awesome. And get another small fleet going. And then we can focus up on building the first fleet up into a much more powerful force. They're wise to be cautious. And these guys are openly hostile. That is fine. As long as our immediate neighbors are peaceful, that'll be okay. I kind of want to hold off on that for right now. Let's get this choke point claimed, and then I'll think about really expanding in our borders. A prelude. Something stirs on the moon of Sirius Prime. Preliminary scans indicate that some ancient technology has become active, possibly a response to our colonization efforts. Several of our top scientists are eager to take a closer look at it, at the moon, and have prepared a special research project. Of course they have. Left behind. Treachery of the Timon. What? They're not the witches. Of the Tingus. While some were worried at the incursion of unknown alien vessels into our space, it was not clear until now just how much of a threat the Tingus pose. It seems they have sent a covert force to intercept one of our cargo vessels in Rodon's system, seizing the ship and escaping into the depths of space before we could mount a rescue party. We can only imagine what tortures the crew will suffer at the hands of their captors. Worrying. Alright, they're setting us up for an engagement, so we'll go ahead and move our forces over. Actually, we'll keep our forces there for now. Because we have to cross into borders if we want to have some sort of engagement with them. In which case we don't even know who they are yet. We'll have to close our borders off to them, though. That is without a doubt.
Research concluded.
Awesome, we have bioreactors now. Let's get hydroponic farms next. Ultram Trade Post. Voltium, I should say. This planet, actually this moon, was home to a small Voltium outpost where they traded with several neighboring civilizations. At some point, the trade post appears to have been converted into a religious mission, where a Voltum attempted to convert visiting alien Martians to their philosophy. Trade ceased shortly after, yeah, and the moon was eventually abandoned.
Situation log has been updated. Not
Research. Resapient species found. Okay, something to keep in mind. That's fine. No, research that a little bit more.
system survey concluded.
Alright, we have a new technology we can get. Let's upgrade our armor for our ships. Considering we might be engaging, potential engagement with these guys over here. Since they want to be hostile.
System survey concluded.
Excellent. Okay. Still need more minerals for Earth.
The special project has concluded.
Okay. Archaeological project completed. Archaeologists on the moon have salvaged a small but digital pamphlet. It seems the missionaries at the outpost passed pamphlets like this on to the visiting merchants. Most of the data is corrupt, but there are several references to the Great Lie and the shackles of virtual reality. An interesting find, for sure. We also have a contact, which is on screen. Okay. Communications established. We are receiving transmission from the Destican Interstellar Sovereignty. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Diplomatic channels are now open, and all hostilities between us have ceased for the moment. There were no hostilities. Interesting. Okay, I guess that was a different faction. Okay. These guys are xenophile, which is awesome. There's contacts with them. We are the sovereignty, minions of the wise Primarch Holzolquil. Our aim is to build an efficient society through the use of technology. And hey, welcome in, Zap. Hope you're doing well today, man. Glad you made it. Our aim is to build an efficient society through the use of technology. And we are always keen to study new alien civilizations to see what can be learned from them. Our citizens all send their regards. We'll do that. First alien encounter. Monumentification, xenolinguistics. Awesome. The Shabbatok Unity. Hey, thanks for the follow, Danger Fox 69. 69. Nice. I appreciate it. Alright. Let's see what we got here. And of course we have these guys who are jerks. Oh, they are a still consciousness. That's interesting. Unity and we speak as one. The hive mind has taken note of your presence. It will be observed for now. Future actions will depend upon whether you are a threat, an opportunity for expansion, or an unforeseen variable. So they're machine. They're not a. They're machine consciousness. They're not a hive mind. That's disappointing. I wish the game was a little bit more on point with using robots for this instead of the other way around. You will be our friends whether you want to or not. No, I don't want that. We'll be okay for now just to establish embassies. Greetings. I am honored to have been chosen as chairman. Beak of Green to represent the Galactic Conan Directorate in all diplomatic dealings with your fascinating species. We strive to unlock the full potential of technology, a goal we hope you find equally worthwhile. We can learn much from each other.
We are being hailed.
All right, so they established an embassy with us, which is good. We need to establish embassies with all the rest of these guys. So it looks like the hive. Oh, they are a hive mind. Okay, I guess that's just a general thing. It is still technically a hive mind because they're biological. Okay, I was wrong. Is target of Casus Belli from Y. We don't need to improve relations. We just need to establish an embassy, which we cannot do with them right now. But we can establish an embassy with these guys, so we will. They are harming our relations. Why? Why would you do that? Anyways, though. Alright, so a faction founded. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal politics landscape of the United Nations First. They call themselves the Free Elections Committee. Their members work for equality and justice for all denizens of our empire. A disgruntled faction will be a source of trouble, but one that approves of the government's actions could prove useful. Yeah. I almost never think about these guys, so unless there's a strat that I've got to learn,
We are being hailed.
won't need to worry about it. I think there's a second faction that I
Construction
accidentally clicked away
completed.
from, so sorry about that. Okay, we have an embassy with them. Does that mean they're still harming relations with us? Yes, they are. Awesome. They have a federation with these two guys. Oh, I think I know what's up with this. There's these one of these guys must have an origin of common ground or hegemon. So one of these guys is probably this guy. One of these guys is sort of the leader of a federation here. Discussion ship. We will build the outpost down over there, which will be good. And yeah, go ahead and advance time here. All right. We have a rivalry declared for some reason. Okay. The funny thing is, though, that actually helps us with influence, so we'll go ahead and declare a rivalry right back with them. Alright, one of our leaders, we will do unyielding with her. And yeah, we'll advance time. All that done. It's a good thing I started building fleets, because now what we can do is head to Fleet Manager and boost this guy up to 15 ships.
Anomalous readings registered.
And reinforce all that to dissuade any attacks for now. All right. Sorry, I keep scrolling chat. That's why we have this movement on screen.
We have detected an anomaly.
Leave me for now. Don't need to worry about that. What was our other faction, by the way? Xeno Aid Society, which just means that they're
completed.
friendly to aliens. And build that up. He's the head of our research, so analysis is going to be better. Awesome. So what we can do is we can actually claim, and we'll claim the system for the resources. And call that done. All right, cool. We have a tradition, and that allows us to focus on unyielding. That's their tradition.
Council agenda available.
So we'll focus on unyielding,
Construction completed.
which automatically lets us build up more stations. So we'll go ahead and do that at our borders. I need more alloys. Oh. Wow, these guys are expanding. Build out a mining station there. This guy was already building out. Yeah, we'll just keep expanding this way. And fortify our borders a lot over here.
System survey concluded. System survey concluded.
Astral threads. Awesome. Open borders. Alright. I think what we'll do is that we'll get some espionage going here. And just start learning more information about them.
Construction
These guys are
completed.
building up.
Knowledge
Go ahead and
is
build
the
another
key to
outpost
the
over
universe.
there. Upgrade our leader to Perfectionist 2. And what's our new research? Survey speed, awesome. Let's improve shields next. We'll have a little bit more of a military focus right now.
Construction completed.
Alright. We'll go ahead and build up some more shipyards again. Actually, what we could do instead... Hold off. Let's just make this a defensive base. Because we can move our ships into place here. And what we could do is actually build up Sirius as a star base. Alright, these guys are going to need some building soon.
Construction completed. Construction
Yeah,
completed.
we'll invest in building up another city district here. And build these guys up as well. Okay. Alright, well, what else can we do right now? While we wait for the stuff to cook. We can actually send him this way. Kind of don't want to claim another system until we have the choke points over here.
Anomalous readings registered.
Leave B for now. And yeah. Is this guy done surveying entirely? Yes. Okay, so we'll send him this way.
Construction
And just have him make a
completed.
big loop around this section here. Okay. How big is this system? You know what? We might as well just claim this over here then. We'll have enough influence by the
Construction
time that
completed.
system is done surveying. There is another science ship that is not doing anything. I put you on automation, man. Okay. Must have switched him off on that at some point. Deja vu dig scans on Dratum 4A uncovered in artificial chamber deep beneath the surface. Its
Construction
purpose and origin
completed.
unknown. Modification revealed an excavated shaft leading from the surface to the subterranean vault. Further analysis is required in sending an expedition down to the surface of the moon. This guy's still serving +9 order. Oh wait, no. Yeah, just 2 more systems to survey. That's fine.
Construction completed.
Construction completed. We have a colony now. I think what we could do is get an energy drink up
Construction completed.
and build another city. There, we still have to finish up Seoul though. So I think what we'll do is build up another city districts. And then just let that cook for a bit. Abandoned amusement park. The structure of Erzmondan, I think that's how you say that, 4 are not as old as we first believed. It is a playground or a music part of some sort. Science officer Takami Shimazu notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that, from the builder's alien's point of view, this might have been a cutting-edge sensor array, or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, as humans, it looks mostly like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. Intriguing. Yeah, let that all cook. Get this guy into position. And we have another tradition deal, defensive zeal. All points and damage increased by 33%. Awesome. We need that. Dolores is going to win another election. No surprise there. Okay. Yeah, let's advance time now. It's going. Bleh. Oh man, I am getting tired. My eyes are getting heavy. I think what I want to do is, once we get this choke point set up, we'll just call that a stream then. I think that's where I'm at on this. Still lacking stuff for that. That is fine though. Strategic resource, dark matter. Not that we really can use that. I've actually never used dark matter for anything yet in this game, so hopefully in this campaign we'll figure something out with it.
Construction completed. System survey concluded. Anomalous readings registered.
Okay. A lot of different notifications, but we don't really need that. We have singularity over here and an astral scar, so that's kind of interesting. Dark matter, Hawking's radiation, probably. This is how black holes lose mass. They actually have radiation that they emit. So it's always kind of interesting how that works.
System survey concluded.
System survey has concluded.
We have detected an anomaly.
He can go ahead and research that. It's only 60 days. It'll be fine. Don't even know what it was. Some more cargo pod has been left. Alright. Alright. Science ship UNS Darwin could find no source for the strange readings we detected on the planet, which appear to be mere sensor echoes. Nevertheless, our science officer Takumi Shimazu, a self-proclaimed gourmet chef and history buff, claims to have made a significant discovery there. A mineral deposit found in several vast patches of the surface ice appears closely related to human stellar salt, once an essential ingredient in many traditional human dishes, long thought depleted on Earth. Culinary historians have long suspected that this mineral condiment was not native to our homeworld, and the science officer's discovery on the planet lends some credence to this theory. Whether or not the salt actually tastes like the human stellar salt of old, it's ultimately of little consequence. The mere idea of reviving traditional foodstuffs with such closely matched ingredients is bound to excel our economy and our palates. Savory. Oh, happiness for 20 years. Okay, that's pretty decent. For just a random find. Oh, here we go. We got a habitable world here. It's another tundra world, but hey, we can terraform it. Actively harming relations with us. Yay. Okay, got another one here. Express mail. Once UNS Pioneer got close enough to the cargo pod, it was assumed that the sensors were malfunctioning. The pod is built out of the exact same alloy we ourselves use for spacebound structures. The likelihood that some alien beings would come up with the exact same mixture is beyond likely. Yet another recalibrating the scanners, the same results appeared. Upon opening the pod, the only thing greeting us was a collection of documents detailing exactly where we should be assigned each of our scientists and what they should be asked to study. The instructions end on a fixed date, one that is scheduled to fall exactly 10 years from now. Send the notes back to Earth. This has rattled us. I'm good on influence, actually. We'll get the research speed going. Kind of interesting how that worked. I wonder if we'll get an event from that. I don't remember if we do or not. Hopefully. Alright. We just got to finish up building the system out, and then we can get our choke point, and then probably call that a stream. For today, at least. For today, at least. The Tuxan civilization encountered. Presence of civilization, early industrial age. Okay. That's dope. Survey complete. Through our surveys of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data on alien life forms. Many of our older theories on the development of life have been disproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are beings displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Xenobiology on Earth. The public is enthralled, and many donations have come in to aid the continued search for strange alien life forms. Awesome. Gives us a credit bonus. Nice. Okay. Alright, we need another engineering selection. Boo, 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 boo. Let's go ahead and get space torpedoes going. That'll give us unlock of frigates, space torpedoes, and combat computers. So, planetary defense batteries, interesting, and torpedo batteries. Yep. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Yes, it is. Oh, cool. We got hydroponics farms now. That's good. I think what we'll do is get our tile blockers. And... okay, we're just waiting for that to be built out. Yo, does this end? Okay, no, there's another system there.
Readings registered.
Tracking beacon? Alright, we'll leave that be for now.
System survey concluded.
Survey all that. I guess we can claim the system now. Should have enough from when this is finished to claim the others. Okay, we can upgrade our fleets as well. So that's good. I need another admiral. So who do we have? Who's our youngest?
Ship upgrades applied.
Honestly, they're all kind of the same age. This guy's a little bit younger, but Righteous doesn't really help us. So we'll actually pick
we have detected an
Warren
anomaly.
French. We'll do her. Signs of battle. We'll leave B for now.
Construction completed.
Warren Empire claims our system. You're not taking the
System
serious
survey
system. No, that's not a
concluded.
thing. Alright, you know what? If you want to do that, then I will throw it right back at you, bud. Clear rivalry, okay. And I think what we'll do is, we'll claim a system later. As long as we have our defenses, that's really all I personally care about. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. How's the espionage going? We'll gather more information about these guys. And I think we'll do the same for these guys. Start up some espionage here. And we still need to build up on this end. I don't have a stronghold here. We'll build up a stronghold on that. And build another city on that point. Generator district, we need to get some hollow theaters for our citizens and build up another city district there. And yeah, claiming Sirius, please. You're not taking that. Alright.
Ship upgrades applied.
Excellent. I might have to expand the second fleet now, since it seems like we're going to be going to war here soon. Force 3 ships. It's fine. Just something. Of course they did. Of course they did. Well, they're preparing for war, that's for sure. Oh, cool. We got another
System
ocean world. That'll
survey
be useful.
concluded.
Man, that system's taking forever to build up.
Council agenda ready.
On that, and then we'll do impenetrable borders next, because we're going to need that more than anything else. Tribune of Rights. Egalitarian Ethics Attribution. We'll do that. The Defender of Liberty. Yeah. Awesome. I should probably purchase more alloys. We'll purchase that much and then get these fleets finished reinforced. That should give us enough power to dissuade them from attacking us for the moment. Oh, they have a Federation fleet. That's the problem there, too. Alright. Oh yeah, they're getting ready for war. Should probably move my other
System
fleet into
survey
position.
concluded.
Alright. Yep, they're getting into position. Go ahead and move all of our guys there. I might honestly have to build up our third fleet up a little bit more now.
System survey concluded.
I don't want to do that, but we kind of have to. Fortunately, it just needs to be a defensive war. It doesn't need to be us claiming any territory.
Construction completed.
Hoorah. I am going to need more alloys. Procrastinator, I feel that.
Concluded.
Fortress Doctrine. Yep, that'll be good.
Construction completed.
Yep. So I can get 3 more star bases. Alright, we got some more info on these guys. Let's take a look. They are inferior to us, fleet-wise. These guys are probably the stronger ones.
We have detected
Yeah,
an
they are
anomaly.
superior to us. It appears the passageway descending towards the underground chamber has suffered some mishap in the past. A cave-in has filled the lower part of the shaft with boulders and dust, in turn making the excavation venture slow and frustrating. Keep digging. Counter and soul. Okay.
System survey concluded.
Build that up. That's probably the encounter that we have. Okay, though.
Anomalous readings registered.
Admiral. Solar sail. Manage shift and lift and man. Solar power function. Okay. Let him research that. Better have that than not. Mission accomplished. They're about to declare war on us. Okay, we'll pause just so I can catch up with this stuff. Alright, we can't research those guys at the moment. They are equivalent, so they'll be making a mistake if they attack us. Now let's go ahead and reinforce more of our fleet. Honestly, that's really all that I needed to know from them. We'll pull from there. Because if they have an inferior fleet to us, I'm not worried about them. These guys are the equivalents, though. So I will need to prepare for war.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Yep.
Construction completed.
There we go. They want Sirius Prime? Okay. Alright, let's pause and bring our boys in. Of course, they declare war as soon as I get the better shields, so I don't have time to actually build them up. What do we have here? I could probably build a hydroponics farm here and then build up another city. And then Sirius. We're going to hold off on Sirius for now. Because I need to focus on defense and get this going. Are these guys even moving? Yeah, they're about to jump. Fortunately, our fleet is actually able to jump before theirs. So here we go. What, you guys suddenly not going now?
System survey concluded.
So, I don't care what your insults are. Honestly, I need to switch this out with a shipyard real quick. So we can upgrade our ships without moving them. Generator world. I think the next thing we need to build here is going to be civilian industries, just so that we can maintain that growth. We'll get a commerce district down, and then I think... Oh, they're attacking. They just outright retreated. What are our war goals in this? Proceed.
Anomalous readings registered.
Toxicity appears... Alright, yeah, we'll... Because they can only enter my systems from here. Hydrate?
Construction completed.
I think I just finished my water. So we'll give that a little bit longer to on, but appreciate it. I will actually... stream's almost over here, so not too worried about it. I'm trying. Because now that we're at war, I'm kind of interested in seeing where this goes. Let's go ahead and heal up our boys. Upgrade them all up. And then continue to reinforce these guys. I don't think they're going to attack anytime soon. Alright, a couple stuff's going on screen. Hold on. Okay. The fumes lie thick. Let me scroll down to the actual planet. Oh yeah, that does look fumey. The planet is a toxic wasteland, but our scans unveiled that it has not always been so. A now extinct civilization seems to have destroyed its home planet via heavy reliance on climate-altering fuels and toxins. On a remote hill close to a major city, we have found a lone active facility, a robot assembly plant, desolate and surrounded by military vehicles. So deteriorated they break upon touch. The facility is alien and mysterious, but could prove us with ample study material. Okay, cool. Engineering +6. That's nice. A cautionary tale. Alright, and then what's this? Deja vu dig. While clearing, let's get to the plan here. Boom. While clearing away rubble and rocks, a peculiar discovery was made on an alien tool that most closely resembles a common pickaxe. Was found crushed between craggy rocks. If the mining technology retained by previous diggers was on par with that type of equipment, the previous digging of the shaft, a shaft hundreds of meters deep, shows a remarkable commitment. What is it in the depths that is so worthy of such excavation? Keep digging. Keep digging, boys. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. We need, Scholar. Since he's an archaeologist, we need that going in there. Okay, let's advance time. Repairs done. Repairs are done. And repairs are done. Fleet management. We gotta bring this down. That's not what I'm wanting here. Actually, what we'll do is that we'll solve some food.
Applied.
And then buy up some alloys. So that we can continue upgrading our third fleet here. Alright, they're done now. Alright, cool. Now that my fleet is actually upgraded, we'll let them reinforce.
Applied.
And then potentially take this station. And then just dare them to come after
Ship
us.
Upgrades applied.
Yeah, they're ready. Let's press forward. And we'll pull back if we run into trouble. Oh, wait, hold on. No. We have to completely reinforce our fleets here. I'm kind of tempted just to wait them out. Because if they send their fleets down and we take them out, we can take their star station and then move on to their capital from there. And then just end the war outright. We'll get another outpost there. Because we are...
Research concluded.
Technically... Are we losing? I don't understand why. We won that last engagement. Now we can get frigates. I think what we need to do is coil guns. Upgrade that. That's 66 months. That is the less expensive research option, though, so we'll go with that. I think I'm finally getting my second wind here. Yeah, we stopped looking in on them. Let's keep gathering information.
System survey concluded.
Good. Fascinating. We had another...
System survey concluded.
Yeah, we had another encounter. I guess we already used it all up. That's fine. Okay, so we have a machine empire on this end. So I think what we'll do is get the choke point up to here and then just call that done. That's as far as we're going to be able to expand. So we'll just take these choke points real quick and then call that done.
Construction completed. Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Alright. You know what? We're getting more exhaustion than they are, so I think we have to take this station if we want to win this war now. So, we'll get this. Unyielding. Okay, those are good just governor traits. I don't have any other options. Let's see if they want to talk.
Is hailing us.
Incoming transmission. First contact with the Curator Order. Greetings, Star Travelers. We are the Curators. Our ancient order was established eons ago by the various galactic powers in ascendancy at the time. We were dedicated towards the preservation of all knowledge in an effort to safeguard the galaxy from descending into yet another dark age of mass extinctions and barbarism. We failed, clearly. Few of us remain today, but we are no less committed to our sacred mission than our predecessors were. We are willing to share some of our knowledge with you for a price. Well met. Alright, cool. Now, does that mean I could just outright purchase technologies? I never really remember that. Can you aid us in our research? Tell us about the mysteries of the universe. Can you aid us in our research? Of course, we prepare to offer you limited access to our extensive data banks for a period of time of 10 standard years. This should provide a significant boost to your research. 5 years, 1,000. I have it. I have the money, and I need the research done. So let's see what else they have to offer. As always, it is our pleasure doing business with your government. We can interest you in some technologies. Alright, well, whatever. Let us do the research and boost our research for right now. I think that's worth the credits. Okay, well, we have to attack. So that's what we're doing. Archaeological site, deja vu dig. Alright, let's get back to that real quick before we continue. The archaeological dig stopped as it encountered the remains of some long-dead diggers. An eerie sense of foreboding overcame the excavation team as they examined the remains, multiple small indications leading up to the shocking, inescapable revelation. It was them. Impossible, but unmistakable. The ancient remains of the previous diggers were that the current excavation crew, crushed eons ago underneath tons of rock and earth. Moments after having sent this final message, the science ship in orbit around the moon, wild tremors shook the ground and collapsed the shaft. The excavation was crushed beneath the rubble once more. Existential crisis intensifies. Traumatized? Yeah, but I'd be traumatized too. Oi. That pretty much negates almost all his bonuses. To some degree. Wonderful, wonderful. Alright, anyways, we still have to build more at our capital. I think what we need to do is... jeez. We'll get a monument going. Then build that up. Another district. And then we don't have enough for another city district right now. So we will currently move on to the war that is currently happening. Let's go ahead and zoom in to these guys. Oh, there they go.
Engaging hostile station.
Of how they're flying through the sun. Doesn't look like any reinforcements are coming yet. So we might be able to take this station and then hold our ground. Okay. How badly is the ship's hurt? Not really bad at all. Okay. Mission accomplished. Got more insight onto these guys. Oh, we need a retreat. Like now. Alright, well, I mean, we successfully took it. We just need more ships, basically. Resilience, we'll do that. Let's build up another fleet here.
Engaging hostile forces.
And they're engaging us. Awesome. Let us see what's happening. We're losing one of our fleets.
We have detected hostiles.
We might not be able to snowball this campaign if this is going to keep up.
We have lost a spaceport.
Man. Yo, why do we always have such bad luck with our campaigns? Because now they're just going to take our crap. And I don't have any fleets now. Ah. Alright, well, I'll decide. Alright, didn't want to end stream on that note, but I'll decide what to do with that later. An entire federation went to war against us for no reason. It's not like I didn't have a military. Nice to be cautious, whatever. Oh, great, another hostile. Alright, we are not going to be able to snowball this. Oh, yeah. Because that already reduced us to half. Alright, we lost this war. Crap. Oh, that is just frustrating, guys. Man, I don't have any luck in Stellaris, do I? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and exit out here. Okay. That's disappointing. Well, that is just stream 1 of many that will follow. So I'm sure we'll snowball better in our next one. But, yeah, guys. I think that's going to be kind of it today. I was hoping to make it a little bit longer so we could raid into somebody, but I don't really have anyone on right now. So. I mean, we could. I'll try to. No. Because Mooney is on, but I'm kind of worried she's too big of a streamer to raid into. So I think that might just be another day on that. Oh well, guys. Let's go ahead and close out here. But anyways, I appreciate everybody who coming in today. So this has been a very successful stream, minus the Stellaris part. But yeah, we had a lot of people come in. Thanks for the recent follows, guys. Thanks Tuan for dropping by. Thanks Desert for dropping by. Zap. And who was our other guy chatting today? Breathing. Keep breathing. Thanks for following in. I greatly appreciate it. And thanks for chatting too. Appreciate it as well. So guys, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of the day. I'm streaming this Friday. I actually might stream later tonight as well. as sort of like a random stream after I take a nap, potentially. Again, no promises on that. I could just wake up and just feel like not being social. But guaranteed stream Friday. And yeah, I'm hoping maybe another random stream somewhere in there during the week. Because I had to cancel Wednesday because of a appointment. But if that appointment goes really quick, then I might just come home and stream then too. But yeah. Yeah, it's one. Until next time. Thanks for popping in, everybody. I pray God keeps it all safe and wise in these crazy times of ours. And assuming everything continues, I will see you here again real soon. If you guys want to check out my YouTube, that's going to be down below. I post regularly there with playthroughs that I don't stream on. And if you guys want to join my Discord server, that's also down below, as well as all the other links to my socials are down below. So I appreciate you all, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day. And until next time, peace.